Scooby-Doo was a pretty cool show back in the day. I mean, this was the good stuff. This version of Scooby can go tread on a landmine. I've talked about how my brother and I loved the show before, so I won't bore you with all that knowledge again. If you haven't seen this filler of a video, basically all you need to know is that we were obsessed with it as kids, and because we had access to the internet in the 2000s, it was inevitable that we'd find some flash games from the world of the show. So let's just jump into it. First one on the chopping block today is Daphne's Fight for Fashion, and I talked about this before. I loved this as a kid, and I got very cross when I discovered the page I had bookmarked for at least 10 years no longer worked, and therefore had to go on a quest to find it again. Pretty sure there was a whole series of games on that website that acted purely as ads for this abomination of a movie. Maybe one day I'll suffer through it for you guys. I've mentioned this game before, so I won't spend too much time ranting about it. Basically, it's Buffy Summers fighting for some clothes. Can anyone really picture this Daphne doing this? It keeps reminding me of Buffy. Oh wait. Plus, I don't think Buffy wears pink. This hotel also has the ugliest wallpaper in the world, and the only tenants are these mutant monkeys. Well, the movie was about souls flying around, so I guess anything's possible. Sometimes the controls don't work properly. I tell Buffy the Fashion Slayer to punch and she doesn't always do it straight away. There is a decent amount of health though, so unless you really suck, you should be able to get to about level 3 before your first death. I gotta say though, this hotel definitely violates a lot of OSHA rules. Explain to me how that roof can kill me, but it has no effect on these stupid monkey things. I think I broke it. Let's move on from old to fairly recent. The Ghost in the Cellar. And when I say recent, I mean I remember these games from about 2009 because I can't get over how that was 10 years ago. Are you serious? For a while there, Warner Brothers pumped out all these episodic flash games that had stories you could follow along, but only if you played them in the right order. For instance, this one's in the middle of a trilogy themed around some sort of Christmas plot with the crown jewels or some rubbish. I don't know. I never finished it. Point is, this is the only one I remember being able to actually understand somewhat properly, and it's actually fairly creepy. The ghost is rather unsettling with that slasher smile of hers. The game itself is nothing too exciting. You dress up these two idiots for a bit and then you jump in a boat and Sonic the Hedgehog away from that creep. But with this dress up bit, I will say the time runs out way too fast. It is almost impossible to dress Shaggy and Scooby within the time limit unless you're psychic and you magically know where all the costume items already are. Or better idea, how about you just jump down that stupid trap door instead of cross-dressing every 5 seconds? Plus this whole camera bit is just a memory puzzle. Nothing exciting. I don't understand how crossing some wires is meant to stop the ghost from consuming your soul. Okay, I need to find something a bit more chill. How about we go visit Swami Shaggy? This isn't really a game, more of a fun-tivvy. But I used to find it good for a laugh. I love how they use the original cartoon music in the background as well. It makes it feel more vintage, I guess. He's basically a human magic 8-ball, so you can screw around and have some fun with his very hippie-esque answers. Not reliable for world-changing decisions or memes. Next we have Scooby's Big Air 2, Curse of the Half-Pipe. And you know, I reckon that's why Tony Hawk has gone down the drain. Forget Pro Skater 17 or whatever we're up to now. How about you name it something cool like Scooby-Doo did? To be fair, if I played Tony Hawk, I would say this flash game is probably better than Pro Skater 6. This is one of those games where you get your character to build up enough momentum to launch yourself into frickin' space while skateboarding. Wait, I can seriously play as the Mystery Machine? How does that work? Oh, I'll just attach a skateboard to a freaking Volkswagen van. I logic very good. I forgot about these flames as well. They're awesome. Very funny joke, developers. Good job throwing Sputnik and some other satellites up there. And you gotta love how as Shaggy descends towards the Earth, he is slowly compressed by the crushing force of gravity, and he is set alight and surrounded by the spirit of the ghost whom he hath seen through the clouds of marijuana smoke. And last up on our list for today is Hollywood Horror. This used to be on the old Cartoon Network site, I think. What I do remember is that we had to wait a very freaking long time for part 2 to come out. Like, come on, I have to know what finance old man McDuckett over here, or whatever his name is, Uncle Maxwell. This has very basic graphics, but I find them charming. Although Velma over here looks like she's seizing instead of looking for her glasses. What I don't like about this are the sound effects. Every single time you run into a hedge or get stuck, Scooby and Shaggy will make sure that you know about it. ZOINKS! 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 Plus, the music does not stop looping from the same ascending 4 chords. And considering it took me about 15 minutes to beat the game, you will get sick of it ridiculously fast. And hey, it's not because I suck at games, although that's true. It's because Shaggy and Scooby here walk at a snail's pace. ZOINKS!